How are you guys doing? We'll go on and get this started up. I know I just handed out the meeting, or the minutes for the meeting. If you guys want to take a look at that, I'd entertain a motion to approve those. Second? Second. All in favor? Do we do an all in favor? Okay. Opposed? Okay. We'll do the introduction to GastroFest. I think we have a few. If anybody wants to just you don't have to stand up. You just want to call out who you are.
Hi, I'm Wes Spur, and I guess the title would be Veterans Villages of America. We have been working to bring a veterans group in housing and education and medical support services here to St. Genevieve for the last couple of years, and I think we're closing on that possibility. So, great.
I'm Candy Zarcone with Life Employment Solutions, and we're working with Jamie Drury at St. Genevieve High School on an employment initiative, and so we're looking to connect with more of the businesses and help her out with that. So we'll be coming to visit different ones of you possibly and talk to you a little bit more about that. Hopefully we hear more on a regular basis.
Okay, we'll go ahead and turn over now to Dina Kreidler. She's our Executive Director, and she'll talk about some stuff.
I'm going to use the microphone just because I have a loud voice like he does. Can everyone hear me okay?
I don't think the mic's on.
No.
The switch on the top.
Oh, there it is. How about that? Now? Okay. Okay, I have a couple of projects that we're going over real quick, and then I'm going to turn it over to our program. But the first and foremost is our summer music series is kicking off this Friday at the Oris. This is our 5th season. We're very excited to open up our act with Johnny Cash this weekend. He is a sold-out show, so if you didn't get your tickets, I'm really sorry about that, but you can call and I can put you on a waiting list. If you are a sponsor and you have extra tickets left over for this show, or for any show actually, you can return them back to us. They're still, it's still part of your sponsorship, but if you just know that you can't use them, we'd rather just give them to someone else who can, especially those people that are on our waiting list. So you can always bring those back to our chamber office. And then last but not least, we're looking for volunteers at the door. So if anyone wants to help collect tickets at the door, it's basically from 6:30 to 8:30, and then you kind of go do what you would like to do after that. Stay and watch the show and be fine with us. If you need to go someplace else, that's fine too. But if you are interested in that, just get a hold of me and I'll get you on a list. So that is this weekend, kicking off Friday with Johnny Cash. Our pre-show is Tom Rutler Jr., and he will kick off at about 7 o'clock. The doors open at 6:30, and we're very excited to have everyone back. And we do have 2 new lineups this year with Sneaky's dueling pianos and power play. So it's going to be a really good season. I hope everyone can take part in it at some point if you're not a sponsor. Freedom Celebration, it's June 6th, and here we're a month away from the 4th of July. Last year we were unable to do the 4th of July due to the severe drought conditions. The money that we collected from that last year will be put forth toward that show this year. We are still asking for contributions just to kind of keep us in your line item budget for this year and next year. It doesn't have to be what you've normally given in the past. If it is, we greatly appreciate it, and I certainly understand. But 4th of July Freedom Celebration will be held at the Pierre Marquette Park on July 4th. So fireworks will kick off at dusk. The muni band, I think, performs at 7 or 7:30 that night, and just watch your newsletter and newspaper for further details. Any announcements going on in the community? I know we have a small group with us today, but there's a couple things going on in the community this weekend. The French Festival is one of them. Sandra, do you have any information on that.
Starts at noon with a parade from the church steps down to Main Street. Most of the activities for the festival would be taking place under tents near the Main Street Park at the corner of Jefferson and Main.
And that's just one day, correct?
One day, lots of music, free.
Okay. So if you don't have anything going on this weekend, and down to, of course, Johnny Cash on Friday, and then the French Festival on Saturday. So anything else going on, Tom?
Dana, on June the 22nd, which is a Saturday morning, we have the Ride to Survive at the hospital.
Okay.
And it's either there'll be an 8-mile, a 15-mile, or a 30-mile bike route, but there's also a 5K, either a walk or a run route that you don't have to have a bike. Just
Okay.
come and walk.
June 22nd,
June 22nd.
Survive, Ride to Survive.
Mhm.
Okay. Anybody else have anything else for events? Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get to introducing our program. I'm sure that many of you know the two individuals with us today. Jason Schott was born and raised in St. Genevieve County. He is a graduate of Lindenwood University with a Bachelor's of Science degree in Criminal Justice. He is employed with the County Sheriff's Department as Chief Deputy with 17 years of experience in law enforcement. He is a recently elected board member of the St. Genevieve County Community Center. He is a member of the St. Genevieve County Board for Developmentally Disabled since 2009. He is married to Sarah for 12 years. They have one son, Braden, who is 9 and is autistic. He has helped Sarah with starting up the Challenger Baseball program in St. Genevieve County, and he is spearheading the effort to raise money to put in the synthetic baseball field for the community center property for the Challenge Baseball in the community. With him is Kim Fisher. She is a lifelong resident of St. Genevieve. She is a graduate from St. Genevieve High School. She has worked in St. Genevieve her entire life. Her education varies in banking, marketing, and insurance classes. She's currently the manager, secretary, and treasurer for the board and a board member at Farmers Mutual Insurance, and she is a licensed insurance agent. She's married to Joe Fisher. They have 2 children, ages 16, which is Abby, and age 14, which is Sarah, who is their special needs child. She belongs to the LICC, which is the local interagency coordinating council from 2000 to 2003. To become more aware of the rights of individuals with special needs before the age of 3 and after the age of 3. She is also a board member of the St. Genevieve County Board of Developmentally Disabled since 2007, and she is spearheading the Once Upon a Pageant, where everyone is a star with Kyla Stelling. So with that, I would like to introduce Kim Fisher and Jason Schott as our program for today.
Thank you for allowing me to come today to tell you a little bit about the Challenger program in baseball that we're trying to do. Challenger baseball program actually started in St. Louis several years ago. It's a program for special needs kids and adults. It's split into 2 different age groups, 6 to 17 are kids, and 18 through, I think our oldest player is around the age of 62, 64, are the adults. For $25, they get a full uniform. If the player cannot afford that, that fee is waived. There's no outs. Everybody bats, everybody fields. They have a buddy system where kids or adults can come out and assist the players in batting or fielding. It's just really good time and a really good organization for the special needs kids and adults who normally would not be able to go out and do this type of activity. Last year, whenever we started Challenger Baseball up in St. Genevieve, we started playing down in the JC fields south of town. Great organization there. They helped us out immensely with their fields. Some different roadblocks we came into were, of course, summertime, everybody plays baseball. So we were moved a couple times because the tournaments coming in, which was very understandable, and of course, rainouts. So I concocted this crazy idea in my head of let's try to build a field for Challenger Baseball. And one thing led to another. I kind of got with Brad, and we decided back of the community center here, and the board for the community center had a piece of property back there that we could put a field on. So I touched base with St. Genevieve R2 School District and kind of figured out where they got their synthetic football field from. And it just so happened the company, ATG, that put theirs in, also puts in special needs ball fields. So that is where we have developed the ball field that you see in the flyer, and I also have a bigger picture of it here up front. It is a full synthetic field. The brown, the green, everything you see is all synthetic grass. The purpose for that is multiple reasons. No rainouts, and you can have a huge rainstorm like the other day, and you won't have a rainout. It is softer and more pliable for special needs individuals who may be prone to falling compared to your traditional dirt and grass. Multi-purpose use, we can use it for not only Challenger baseball, but if we want to start a program like Challenger soccer, we can throw out some temporary goals out there. We can have field days out there. It is large enough to be used for up to softball, high school girls softball. High school boys baseball will not be able to play on it. It's too small for that. Girls softball on down to the city leagues, river dog teams. So it would be used for multi-purpose for the community. Challenger baseball though, for 10 weeks, an hour on a Saturday during the summertime, it'd be their field, and then other than that, it would be scheduled out for anybody else to use through the community center. To fund this project, it's $626,000 total project, but the most out-of-pocket cost we would probably have to come up with is about $250,000. The reason for that is a lot of the local companies, construction companies, have come forward and said that they are bringing their equipment, their material, their man hours to be able to put this field in for us. So we have to come up with about $250,000, and that's for the synthetic grass, and that is the out-of-pocket cost, their cost for grass. So ATG will not make any money off the field. So the way we're doing about coming up for funds for this is through grants and through fundraising. And we've applied for several grants and received several grants, such as the Community Foundation grant. We received money, $10,000 from them. We applied for Cardinals Care. We have not heard back from them, but we received a phone call, so that's promising. They have not declined us yet. We've been declined on 2 other grants, but we're reapplying for those again. We're doing a raffle right now where we're raffling off a John Deere Gator, a rifle, $100 cash, and that's going really well. We've raised close to $11,000 in ticket sales on that. So right now in the bank we have about $54,000. So about $200,000 away from our goal. And my goal at this point is to be turning dirt come the first of the year and playing on the field in April. That's probably the best time because wintertime is the best time for any construction company to be able to do a project like this on no later time, basically, because it's their downtime. Any questions? I know that's pretty quick.
The other place, but it says access to the field would be baseball, river dogs. Are they doing anything to raise the money?
I haven't reached out to them, but I know they have, they talked to me about doing like small projects on the sides. They've come to me and talked to me about doing small projects on the sides, but I've not heard of anything as of yet. Jeff Nix with the school district has contacted me, and he was going to actually talk to Bruce about doing something since the high school will be utilizing it quite a bit.
Are there any similar fields in the region like this?
Your closest field that would be like a Challenger baseball type or softball field?
And made out of this type of material?
That type of material, no. Your
Nothing in
closest-
St. Louis, Cape Girardeau, so we would be one of the first ones
We
in the
would
Midwest.
be very unique in this area. Your closest Challenger type of field would be Chesterfield, but their field is more like a rubberized material. It's the Mike Matheny Catch 22 program, what they have up there, and it's more of a rubberized field. And it's It's small enough just for their league, where our field would be 56,000 square feet, where it would be open to a majority of their minor players.
What is the one in Perryville made out of? I know that you've used that one in the past.
Legion, the big Legion field down in Perryville, down in the Perry Park Center, that's regular dirt grass field. I will turn over to Ken and Kyla, and we can talk about the package. If anybody has any questions or want me to come and present this to anybody else, my number is actually on the back of the flyer. I'll be right back.
My name is Kyla. I work at the Board for Developmentally Disabled, which Jason and Kim are board members of. And last year, we started basketball, we took off with baseball. We also started a Zumba class to kind of get challenger sports introduced into the community. So this year we have a new project. We're going to hold our first annual Once Upon pageant for our special needs guys. The pageant will take place at the school. They're going to let us use their auditorium, their new big auditorium that they just got done. And so what we're doing now is just trying to get the word out in the community. Because obviously everything needs money and sponsorship, so that's kind of where we're at right now. We're asking just local businesses to step up, and even people in the community, if they feel like they want to donate to come forward and either sponsor one of our pageant members or just come out and sponsor the pageant altogether.
One of our sponsors is basically donated like news and radio time. So, with the florists in town, there's just so many resources in St. Genevieve that could donate even resources as far as flowers.
Signs, I know we talked about signage, and it's a good advertising. We're planning on putting it, it's going to be on the radio. We're going to do a paper advertisement, shirts. Our programs are going to have advertisements in them. And it's kind of far away. We're not planning on holding it until February 8th of next year. That kind of gives us time, but we're working now just to get the word out there and to start looking into what we can come up with. So.
And another reason we're kind of starting early is as far as the apparel that the individuals will be wearing. It's going to kind of have to be special fit to some of them. So that's why we're starting so far ahead.
And I know the school is doing, a lot of the girls at the school are going to donate prom dresses that they want for our ladies to wear. And some of them are going to go shopping because we can prevent that from happening with girls. We're trying to reach out to the local beauticians to come in and do hair and nails. I mean, those are the kinds, we'd actually prefer to shoot in that direction for donations, like getting involved, doing flowers or doing hair or coming out and being a buddy. It doesn't necessarily have to be monetary. So I think that would mean more if it would be something that businesses got involved in rather than just said, here's some money and kind of what they like.
And even the individuals themselves, they love meeting new people. They like to experience everything that we experience.
Yeah. So, like I said, the pageant we're shooting for is February 8th. We have it booked, and we're just kind of starting to get the word out there. So, I'm just kind of wanting to come out and just address it. So, I think that's it. And I know Dina said that we have a letter, and I know we talked about sending that out. So, we're going to start sending that out, and everybody should get it. So, thank you.
We'll wrap this up pretty quickly. Thank you guys for coming in. Really is a great program, and I hope we can get behind it and provide the support that they're needing. The only announcement we have, there will be no January or no July meeting. So does anybody else have any other business they need brought up? Make a motion to adjourn then? Anybody?
Nobody wants to leave.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming.
Hi, watching Channel 798.
Thank you for watching Channel 7 and 98.
Hi, thank you very much for watching Channel 798.
Kaskaskia and Mississippi rivers come together, you'll find the Confluence Heritage Area in St. Genevieve and Perry counties in Missouri and Randolph County in Illinois. This area is rich with history, natural beauty that can easily be viewed on one of our motor trails. Take your pick from the Rue Divin in St. Gen, the Confluence Heritage Trail at the Kaskaskia Lock and Dam, and the forts of Prairie du Rocheur and Kaskaskia. Take a weekend drive on one of the trails and view some of the most beautiful scenery around. We assure you it's a weekend you'll never forget.